What's happening, sports fans? Where you been? I know it's been a while since I posted, but shit, better late than never, right? So just to give you a quick update. Some of this is almost a week old, but still new to some people. Aqib Talib signs with the Broncos. Chargers add Donald Brown. Austin Hayward signs with the Raiders. They've been making a lot of moves lately. Earl Mitchell signs with the Dolphins. Randy Starks staying a Dolphin. Chris Williams signs with the Buffalo Bills.
For the last several years, it has sometimes seemed that there is one league for the
I don't know what the fuck Seattle doing.
and another for
I guess they thinking they got enough young talent that they're gonna let go of the veteran leadership on their whole defense and pretty much their team, because they're a very young team. Because Marshawn Lynch is not a vocal leader and he will never be, but that's still beast mode. But they cut Chris Clemens. Shouts out to the Grip Town, but we know he gonna land somewhere soon and get what he deserves, getting that check, turning up. Keeping Griffin on the map. Keep an eye out for Zay Dixon. He next. Shouts out to Bobby Rainey. He doing it too.
That it must play an almost superhuman level of football.
The Panthers cut Steve Smith. I'm upset that the John Beeson re-signs with the Giants. I was hoping he was going to become a Steeler, but you know, it be like that sometimes. DeMarcus Ware signs with the Broncos. Josh McCown signs with the Bucks.
Pittsburgh out of the end zone until early in the second period.
1 yard line. Just inside the one.
Golden Tate signs with the Lions. Jacoby Jones stays with the Ravens. Browns cut Whedon.
They made it look easy.
Corey Graham signs with the Buffalo Bills. Chris signs with Jaguars to help Big Will Rackley out. Shouts out to Chemo, Riverdale, Southside, stand up.
Not the same old Rams. Throughout the year, the Rams were a running team.
The Patriots signed Darrell Revis.
Always concerned. But today, when their running game
Brio Giacomini, offensive lineman, signs with the Jets. Also, Eric Decker signs with the Jets.
Skills of a young substitute quarterback named Vince
Darren Sproles, which was the Saints' everything besides that man Jimmy Graham from the U, is traded from the Saints to the Eagles, and that's kind of scary. I can see him having like 150 catches this year, be the first 3,000-yard total offensive weapon in NFL history, with 1,000 rushing, 1,000 receiving, and 1,000 in the return game. We're going to see how Chip Kelly turn him up. Nolan Carroll signs with the Eagles. He's a corner. Jaguars also signed Ziggy Hood, ex-Steeler. Going to help Big Will turn up. Anthony Collins signs with the Bucks. Willie Young signs with the Bears. Chi-Town, stand up. The Bengals release Harrison, so hopefully we have a reuniting coming soon.
Only to have potential touchdown passes bounce off the fingertips of his.
The Bengals didn't match the offer that the Browns put on Andrew Hawkins, so he is now a Cleveland Brown. The Bucks released All-Pro lineman Donald Penn. We would love to see him in Pittsburgh. Tracy Porter is now Washington Redskin. Vince Wilfork is asking for a cut, so we're going to see if his request is accepted or not. Oakland signed Justin Tuck.
The Rams had not only the lead, but a new image as well. A once grab and
Kellen
lifeless
Clemens is
offense
now a
had
San Diego
taken on
Charger,
a new lust.
and Charlie Whitehurst is now a Tennessee Titan. Ted Ginn Jr. is now Arizona Cardinal. Captain Munnerlyn signs with the Vikings. And the Raiders also signed Lamar Woodley. So their defense getting straight. Ex-Steeler, so I don't know what we're going to do to replace that pass rush, but we're going to figure out something. The Redskins signed Jason Hatcher, one of the best D tackles in the league this year. Ex-Cowboy. Sorry ass crybabies. Roger Saffold resigns with the Rams.
Welcome to Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event.
What are you doing here? Well, I do know a little about Toyota's being #1.
We're here to buy a Camry. Good timing. Great choice.
It took me to victory lane 7 times last year.
Can I get you to sign something?
Oh.
Can you write the new demand?
During Toyota's #1 for everyone sales event, get 0% APR financing for 6
Marvin
months.
Lewis gets an extra year on his extension with the Bengals.
For more great deals, visit Toyota.
And as soon as Darren Sproles got to Philadelphia, they extended his contract through 2016.
Not my strong suit. We get to the end of the day and I'm toast. In fact, we've had toast for dinner. But tonight I nailed
Justin
it.
Tuck says he didn't want to leave New York, but their last offer to him was disrespectful.
6 biscuits, $19.99.
The Titans cut Ryan Fitzpatrick. B.J. Raji stays a Green Bay Packer. Cortland Finnegan is now a Miami Dolphin. That's a nice tandem with one of the best short corners in the league, and Brent Grimes, ex-Atlanta Falcon. The Bucks also add Dedrick Smith, offensive lineman. Peanut Tillman stays in Chicago for at least one more year. Steve Smith is now a Baltimore Raven, which is kind of scary for our division, but we're gonna work through it. Chris Cook, a corner, signs with the 49ers. The Blind Side returns home Michael Orr to the Tennessee Titans. And Brandon Browner, also signs with the Pats. So now that's looking like the best secondary, in my personal opinion, because people forget that the Legion of Boom was with Browner and they still won without him, but just imagine how dominant they would have been with him. Because Walter Thurman and those other two guys are nowhere near Brandon Browner's talent level, and he still has a lot to improve on in the league, and Bill Belichick will and always has bring the best out of each player that's been on his teams. I really see them pushing past the Broncos this year and being in the Super Bowl, but who knows if they will win. We know what they do lately, as they've been choking whenever they reach the big one. So Hakeem Nicks signs with the Colts. The Raiders sign Antonio Smith and Terrell Brown. So, like I said, they making a lot of moves. It's scary. Vance Walker signs with the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Spikes, ex-Florida Gator, signs with the Buffalo Bills to help Big Cordy Glenn out. Big dog from the South Side, stand up. Julius Peppers moves across the lake to sign with the Green Bay Packers. So JP on one side, the original JP on one side, and Clay Matthews on the other. That's kind of scary. Zach Miller smart and decides to take a pay cut just to remain with the Seahawks. Ben Tate signs with the Browns. I thought they was going to let him go, but Julian Edelman agrees to re-sign with the Patriots. Roman Harper signs with the Panthers. Ex-Saint, now Carolina safety. Offensive lineman Charlie Johnson signs with re-signs with the Vikings. He was already there. I hate that we had to lose him, but hopefully this means that we could trade for Deshaun Jackson, because he he trying to get out of there, and we sure can need the help since we let Emmanuel Sanders sign with the Broncos. Brandon LaFell signs with the Patriots. Walter Thurman, pre-mentioned, is now a New York Giant.
The Steelers could recover. The Rams struck again. Maybe it was the fact that nobody gave them much of a chance, and therefore there wasn't much to lose. Maybe it was simply the realization by the Rams coaches that their team had to open up on offense to win.
Lance Moore visits the Steelers. That'd be a nice pickup for us. He's not no primary #1 receiver, but he's a great possession guy. Ex-Saint. Texans not just gonna release Schaub. They're trying to trade him. They're smart. They want to get something for him. Like unlike what these other teams be doing, just releasing all this great talent to receive absolutely nothing and still draw a cap penalty, which doesn't make any sense to me. One of the best corners in the league, in my opinion, especially with his speed and just great hands, just like his big cousin Antonio. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, is now also a New York Giant, which really breaks my heart because I can't stand the Giants, and I was hoping he was going to be a Steeler. James Jones also signs with the Raiders. The U, Brandon Merriweather, will remain a Washington Redskin for at least one more year.
Terry Bradshaw still had Lynn Swann to throw to, but even that ray of reassurance faded when Swann was knocked out of the game by Pat Thomas.
Kevin Booth also signs with the Raiders.
With a crippled passing attack and a sputtering running game, the Steeler Express wobbled into disaster. Twice in the third period,
Ever has to visit the Falcons, but
by Eddie Brown, and again
I guess that would help y'all, but we need it. We need them more. Mario Manningham will return to New York after a couple years in San Francisco. Israel Adonijah is now back with Shot Time. Earl Bennett has been released by Chicago. Donald Penn also signs with the Raiders. They is making all kind of crazy moves. Henry Melton joins the Cowboys. Ex-Chicago Bear.
For a limited time, that's any pizza, any crust, any toppings, even specialties for $10. Pizza Hut. Make it great.
Hi, I'm Rick Harrison, and this is my pawn shop.
The Titans cut their kicker Rob Baronis.
One thing I've learned: you never know what's going to walk through that door. Like this old-fashioned safety razor. For almost 100 years, the single blade was the best way to shave. Soldiers.
CJ2K trying to leave Tennessee, so if we can't get MJD, I would love for that pickup. He's not the same 2,000-yard Chris Johnson, but he's a great, dependable 1,200-yard a year running back. So, of course, it's an upgrade from Le'Veon Bell, who did his thing as a rookie. He all right, but Jonathan Dwyer really earned that starting position from what he did previous years, and it was crazy how they even released him to start the year out. But they brought him back, but still he had to split carries with a young pup, and still we really haven't had no running back since Billy Parker and the bus. So hopefully we make some moves soon. And this video is coming to the end, but you already know it's many more to come. And the trifecta will be completed with every song you've ever heard me perform to, sing, or already turn up and remix. So stay posted. I love all y'all.
The deluxe travel case. But as part of this limited TV